So, I'm pretty sure that we've all seen the news by now, and it's about frickin' time if you ask me, but the Super Mario trailer will be releasing on October 6th at Comic-Con this year. Now, I did say a while ago that I would speak about the supposed leaks that happened for this movie, but I never really found the time to, and personally I take leaks with a grain of salt. But since the trailer is just around the corner, I thought it would be a good time for me to actually talk about what I think. Now, to be completely honest, I am both excited and horrified for this movie, just because, you know, Illumination is Illumination. I'll give this movie a chance, but at the end of the day, I'm not 100% sure of what to expect. Just to let you guys know, I will in fact be doing a reaction on the movie trailer when it comes out. I might have to do it a little bit later as I do have work to do. But guaranteed I will have a reaction to the trailer along with my initial thoughts. But as for what I think right now, I'm honestly conflicted. So, you'll remember this list, right? The list that I made saying what I would want and what I wouldn't want in the Mario movie. So, obviously, the cast has been revealed, and just as I feared, it's been replaced by celebrities, which not 100% happy with, but I'll give them a chance. I won't really judge them until I hear their performance, so it's only fair if I just wait until the trailer before I give my full opinion on them. But the whole thing about Chris Pratt being Mario, I mean, it's definitely not what I would have done. I would have just used Charles Martinet. I mean, they have him in the movie anyway. But at the end of the day, Hollywood is Hollywood, and we all know that they were going to probably do this. So I'll see about Chris Pratt's performance before I give my final verdict on whether I think he's good or not. Other cast members, such as Anya Taylor-Joy and Jack Black, I think could actually work. In fact, I'm very excited to hear a Jack Black Bowser. I think that's going to be hilarious. Everybody else, really, it's just a matter of just waiting to hear what they sound like, to be completely honest. Now, onto the leaks. Again, I'm honestly conflicted of what I think about the story that's been leaked. For me, it just feels like it's very all over the place. For those who may not know, apparently the start of the movie will begin in New Donk City, which I'm absolutely fine with, as long as they don't call it New York City. I would be completely okay with it. But then it starts going into, oh, this will happen at the beginning with Donkey Kong and Pauline and things like that, and then we'll jump into the sewers, we'll get a turtle versus gorilla fight, and then we'll end up in the Mushroom Kingdom, Mario and Luigi will be separated, and everything like that. All the leaks that I've seen, for me, that sounds very chaotic, and really sounds like they're trying to cram too much into an hour and a half. At the end of the day, this movie is only going to be an hour and a half long. It's a feature animated film, that's how long they normally are. So, I'm not 100% convinced on the story, but like I said, these are all leaks, so take everything with a grain of salt. We'll see if they're right in 2 weeks' time. But if these leaks turn out to be true, I think the movie's probably going to be a little bit too busy. I mean, obviously, these are just people saying what they've seen. I mean, it is completely possible that someone's making this up, or maybe people saw different versions of the movie, as this can happen in the animation industry. Sometimes they create a bunch of mini-movies, basically, and then pitch them to different audiences to see which audience gives the best reaction. It's a tiresome assessment, but it is a good assessment, because then you can find out what scenes work and what scenes don't, and so on and so forth. But yeah, I'm not 100% convinced on it. It's definitely not what I would have done. I think if the movie comes out and I don't like it, I might even do a video about how I would have rewritten it using the story elements that they put forward. But obviously I'm going to wait and see if the movie's actually good, because obviously if it is good, then, you know, don't fix what isn't broken. When it comes to the look of the movie, obviously we've seen nothing. I know we had those posters, but whether they were real or not is up for debate. I don't think they were. I think they look too much like Nintendo's own models. I mean, I've always been in favour of Illumination's art style for the Mario movie. According to the leaks, it's going to be like a hybrid between the two, and quite honestly, I'm quite happy with that. I think Illumination's style would actually fit the Mario universe very well. So I'm excited to see how this movie looks. As long as Illumination doesn't push their style too much. Illumination's a big fan of the tall, thin character models, whereas, as we should know by now, Mario is quite short and plumpy. So as long as they don't exaggerate that particular feature or ignore it completely and just make him tall and thin, I think we'll be good. Now, on to the musical aspect. From what we've known from the leaks, there might be some musicals. I believe it said that Jack Black was going to sing a song as Bowser, which, honestly, I'm actually looking forward to. I think that could end up being really, really funny. So, we'll just have to see on that one. But the other ones, like with Mario singing and other people like that, I don't know how well Chris Pratt can sing, so this is definitely going to be interesting, I think is the best word I'm going to use for now. So, and also, talking about the movie being delayed, honestly, I was expecting it to be delayed, to be completely honest. After looking at the releases that are happening around the same time, it probably would have been better to push for a later release. I know that people say, oh, why didn't they do their initial Christmas release? But the problem with doing a Christmas release is that it's a real hit or miss. Because you've got to remember that people are also spending their money on Christmas presents and stuff like that. Not many people will be able to afford to go to the cinema. So I guess from a technical, I can't speak today. From a technical standpoint, it would make sense to push the movie back a couple of months. Plus, it gives the animators and the editors more time to fully polish the film up and change any story elements that they need to. I don't actually know what else I can talk about. I think other than that, there's not been much news about the Mario movie at all. But yeah, my initial thoughts for the movie is that I'm cautiously optimistic. I mean, obviously, the trailer will be the make or break for me. If the trailer is good and at least it gets me hooked and interested, then absolutely I will go and see it, and I'll even do a movie review about it when I do see it. Heck, I might even do a vlog of me going to the cinema to go and watch it. Obviously, I won't be able to film any parts of the film or whatnot, but I will definitely film my experience. But if the movie trailer does not get me hooked and it's not a good film just by the trailer alone, because remember, first impressions are everything when it comes to films. If the trailer gets a very bad reception, then the film's not going to be successful. Obviously, we can all remember this from when the original Sonic movie was announced and the absolute outrage that happened after that. But at least that company listened and changed that for the better, so all good on them. But yeah, that's really all I wanted to talk about. As for videos, I might as well explain this. They might be a little bit less frequent for the next couple of weeks, mainly just due to me working and stuff until I sort out a schedule. I'm also planning to do some editing for a family member, so I've got that to deal with as well. And I've also got a new series in the works right now that I've been wanting to create for many years, so I'm also working on that. But rest assured, I will be uploading on this channel as frequently as I possibly can. Just to remind you all as well, I do have commissions open on my DeviantArt, so if you would like a piece of artwork done by me, then you can communicate with me there. Also, if you would like to support me another way, as well as get some more benefits, you can check out my Patreon account. You can get artwork from there, as well as benefits, and even suggest things for videos. So if that interests you, then please have a look. Well then, as for the art piece that I've created, it's really nothing all too special. I mean, I was just thinking of if I was to create a poster for this movie, then what would I create? Obviously, this is in my own art style, not Illumination's, because obviously Illumination does a lot of 3D stuff. I'm more into 2D animation. I can do 3D, but, you know, I can't be bothered to sit there and remodel Mario from, you know, frame to frame. But yeah, so I hope you guys like the image as well. You can find this on my DeviantArt if you wish to download it. It's a free download, so you don't have to pay for it if you don't want to. But if you would like a different type of artwork, then obviously you can communicate with me on there. I accept both DeviantArt points and PayPal. So if you've got one of those two, then, you know, give me a shout. And if you want to pay another way, then we can easily discuss that. Okay then, thank you all for watching, guys. I'm Asa Crawshaw, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!